Nathan, you were hot on the topic before, and we'll finish with Michael. Nathan, what are some common pitfalls or traps for students that you've noticed in your time?
Common pitfalls. I mean, everything. Like, what isn't a pitfall? What's that saying everyone likes to throw around? Like, you can't solve a problem from the place that it's created or whatever. And we almost every single spiritual system, was the question about? Yeah, I guess sort of. Almost every single system that exists starts you from the point of the problem, right? Every religion out there starts from the point of the problem, not from the point of the solution, or from what is beyond problems and solutions. And, that makes things really tricky because everything from that point onwards helps to create some really shiny, like, self-idolatry as you're progressing, right? It's like I remember Manu was saying, like, sort of comparing and whatever. I remember the first meditation retreat that I did, there was like a proper, silent retreat. And you're sitting 12 hours a day. And, I was like, I'm not using any cushions, not putting any cushions under my knees, because, I can hold myself up. Who? Me. And I remember, like, chatting with the teacher, like, 6-7 days in. I was like, oh, I'm just so tired. Body's so exhausted. And he was like, you can put some cushions under your knees or, like, get a backrest or something. And I was like, I'm not a pussy. No, I can't. He's like, listen, you don't get any, like, smiley face star stickers next to your name at the end of this for not putting cushions under your knees. And, I was like, no. So it's like, what was I building over the course of those 10 days? A hyperinflated ego. And how, strong and how well I could resist my own fatigue, and it's like everything that you do, everything that you think, and every possible way that you try to figure out what you're doing, everything is a pitfall until everything isn't, because you aren't. So that would be my advice. You are the pitfall, and until you're not, everything is a pitfall because you're doing it. And when you aren't the pitfall, then everything isn't a pitfall because you aren't the pitfall. He said uneloquently, if that makes any sense, right? So it's like, what are you going to do? Hope that eventually your path that you happen to be on leads you beyond your path. And that's what I was saying, like, in the previous monologue on books about, like, there being that mirror that shines back down. You don't want that, right? And hopefully your path can take you to that. And then instead of it being a mirror, it isn't, and it's something else, and you can keep going. So yeah, sort your shit out. Take less pride in yourself and in what you're doing. And including less pride in sorting your shit out, because that's, like, one of the most hilarious things. Like, anyone who's teaching, like, you have, it's like one of the reasons I stopped doing healing specific work is because people walk in and so proudly tell you about their problems, and it's, oh, I'm navigating this, oh, I let go of this, oh, I'm working with, like, my this issues, my that issues. Who is? Me. Who's working with you? Whose issues? Me working with my issues. So anyway, yeah, I think that's sort of it. You're the pitfall. Get over that, and things will change. Back to you, Phil.
So we'll run that one through the chat GPT and see if we can translate it into something. I'm kidding.
Into something.
No, that was great. That was great. I love it because you're swinging out of left field here.
Hey, Phil.
Yes.
Can I tag one more thing on there?
Sure.
So there's, in, like, let's say, like, Vajrayana Buddhism, and a number of systems, they have like a graduated path, right? And they also look at students as, like very bluntly, as there's students of low capacity, students of medium capacity, and students of high capacity, which is funny. And also, in some sense true. So from the standpoint of a teacher, and this, right back to your book question and stuff, it's like, okay, what is the capacity of this person right now? So when it comes to like pitfalls, you know, trying to, punch harder than you can punch, or trying to bite off more than you can chew, and, whatever metaphors you want to throw on top of that, come up with your own. There's this thing of trying to do more than where you're at. Manu mentioned going back to the foundations at some point during this last 2 hours. And without limiting yourself to going back to the foundations, like from these graduated paths, like if you look at the foundation practices in the Vajrayana, they're really simple, but they take care of some good stuff, like prostrations, 100,000 prostrations. There was some Lama who did so many, his retreats were prostrations on stone, and he burnt his imprint into the stone. Like if you are practicing prostrating 100,000 times, that's going to have some subconscious changeover. It's going to happen. There's going to be some shifts, some deep humility that you're going to develop, hopefully, to go with your really sore knees or whatever from the practice. But in terms of like, if you're a low capacity person in this moment, you can do prostrations. It doesn't take intelligence to do prostrations. It doesn't take smarts, right? It takes some devotion and prostrations. Same with the preliminary exercises of practicing giving. So they have these really simple exercises that anyone can do that have really far-reaching effects from the standpoint of Akasha. Like Michael said, without sitting there, like, I'm building Akasha. Who? Me. Right? Where? In front of a bathroom. Like, is that where you want to be building Akasha? Who? Me. Do I hate it here? Yes. Why? It smells. Akasha. Me. Like, all of this stuff, it's like, you can do all that in so many different ways. And so to recognize where you might be at in this moment, of your day, of your path, and there's always something that you can do, and that's where it can be really nice looking at a lot of different systems, not getting stuck and going, oh, what are the preliminaries here, and maybe I can do that. Anyway, just a thought. Back to you, Phil.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Okay, if you're interested in training, please check out the website for any online courses and upcoming retreats. Hope to see you soon. Bye.